Tottenham 2, Manchester United 2, after going 2 goals up at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Kenny, we've ended up with a draw. What did you make of that? Another capitulation in the second half.
I couldn't believe it. We started off, and let's not remember, we haven't won a game away against the top 7 this season. And I honestly believe the first 5 minutes, I'm looking at that Tottenham setup, and they played 4-4-2 and very deep. They had no intention of pressing us, absolutely none. They never put a tackle in, and it was like, well, it's like a practice game for us. We was passing through them. We was doing little triangles. We were overloading them on the left-hand side. I thought, this is going to be a walkover. It's going to be a walkover. And I thought Sancho, Eriksen, and Dalot on the left-hand side were awesome. They were doing little triangles. Sancho was getting back if he lost the ball. He was defending well. And I thought, this is a really good, solid performance. We get our first goal. The only problem what they seemed to give us in the first half was Richarlison on the left-hand side. Apart from that, they did nothing. They had absolutely nothing. So, and then you get to, all of a sudden, Eriksen's playing some beautiful balls into the box. Wan-Bissaka's playing good ball. There's nobody there. There's nobody. We've not got a hungry striker. We don't have a goal poacher. You put a goal poacher in that box, and we're
You're back.
I'm back. Sorry about that, man. The Sancho gets his goal. Superb. Took it really, really well. And I thought, here we go. Rashford down the middle looked good. He was lively. He was linking play well. Excellent. So we're 2-0 at half time, and deep down we're thinking we should have had 4 or 5. We should have easily had 4 or 5. They had a few chances. Our back 4 was playing well. Our back 5, we never looked as though we was going to pass it round the back. We was just clearing all the time. And I thought, that's great. We come out second half, different team. All of a sudden, we can't string 2 passes together. Casemiro went missing. And then we get to a situation then where they start creating chances. Perisic on the left, every ball was going over to Perisic, and he had loads of. And I wasn't blaming Wan-Bissaka. The fact that the ball was getting over to him, that was being stopped in the first half. Yeah. Sancho and Eriksen were covering that them players on the right hand side, so they couldn't get their wingers out. And then all of a sudden, Son misses a chance, and then Dyer misses the chance, and I'm thinking, oh, come on, Bruno. We thought was going to get our third. No, it's the burn. I'm thinking it's not going to be our night. And as soon as they got that goal, we just knew. Yeah. We knew people score against us away from home, and we can't put them to the sword. We can't do it. Then at 60 minutes, it takes Eriksen and Sancho off, and I'm thinking, what's that about? I thought they were our 2 most creative players on the left hand side with Dalot. And then he brings Fred on, who I think's never played football before. I would be checking his passport again. Yeah. He brings Fred on, and Martial. He puts Rashford on the left. So all that link up play, what we had in the first half with Dalot, Eriksen, and Sancho, just went. Because as soon as you give Rashford the ball, he just wants to run and dribble. Well, he was losing the ball. So we weren't creating the chances anymore. And then all of a sudden, they just grew into the game. So that's at 60 minutes. Then he decides to bring Malacia on. And so, am I back again?
You're back again.
Yeah, so he brings Vegas on and Malacia, and then all of a sudden we're hanging on. We were hanging on there, and all of a sudden we started playing football from the back. So instead of De Gea doing long clearances, we're doing the short passing. I'm thinking, no, blow the whistle. Let's get home. Let's get back to Old Trafford at weekend. We've got 4 games at home. We start with Villa. Then we've got Wolves, Chelsea, and Fulham in that order. And we need to beat Villa. I'm not saying we're not going to get top 4 because the other teams are too far behind. But let's just be thankful that Liverpool have had a bad Easter and all of a sudden they're picking a few points up now. Because if Liverpool could comfortably go to the end of the season now and not lose, comfortably. But we've got that buffer between us because they're the team that's going, I think, catch it. Brighton still have a chance. But
yeah,
we should now be
Thursday, haven't we, Brighton? Brighton away. We've got them next Thursday as well.
We should know. We've got to beat Villa. We have to beat Villa, and Villa are flying. Villa are the farm team. They'll be up for it. That young Watkins is scoring goals for fun. Yeah. So we have got to be on our top mettle. And I'm not. I can't criticise Ten Hag, but he would have put Eriksen on there. He took Eriksen off and they put Fred on with Martial, and we looked to complete. We've got to get our act together again for that final running. We have to get our act together because it could. I can't. Surely we can't give all them points away now. We knew that Newcastle. We knew Newcastle were nailed for third, didn't we? We knew it because they're playing so well, and I know Wembley's a long way off. I know Wembley's long, but City showed last night what clinical finishing is. That's how you finish a team off. We just couldn't do it tonight. For all the good football we played, and we were playing some great football at times. But can you remember a tackle? Can you remember a tackle that Tottenham put in? When it got to 2 apiece, they changed the formation. They went to 5-4-1. They were happy. They got the draw.
I looked at it just second half. That it's become. We were chatting before we started recording. That it's too familiar, isn't it? Like the moment, like you said, the moment they scored 1, you went, here we go. It's going to be 2-2, and frankly, it could have been 3. It could have been 4 for them in the second half. And you just knew it was coming. Dyer's miss was shocking. Like you said, Son missed a sitter as well, and they were knocking at the door, and you knew we were hanging on. And it even felt to the point, even as a United fan, at points you're watching that second half, going, if we come out of this with a win, we don't deserve it. We don't deserve it at all.
When he blew the whistle, I thought that's a point we shouldn't have got. That's a point we should. It's probably a fair result, a draw. Probably a fair result, if we're being honest. Yeah, in the first half, that should have been 4-0. If that's Manchester City, if that's Newcastle, well, we're not Newcastle, that is 4-0 at half time.
They emptied the stadium, didn't they? They put them to the sword that badly that everyone leaves and they go, I've had enough of it. And we nearly got them because they booed them at half time.
Exactly.
We thought that was it. That was enough.
And I think that was part of the problem, probably. We thought we'd done the job and we hadn't. And I thought Kane when he did Malacia tonight, and Malacia, I thought, wow, lad. But say you're a left back, it was poor. It was poor. I thought Dalot at the back. I thought the left-hand side in the first half, I thought was outstanding. I did. Eriksen, Dalot, and Sancho, I thought were really good. Sancho's tracking back was really good. And that's what we've not been getting from Rashford or Martial. I thought he was good. He took his goal. He was unlucky not to get a second. Then it's a different game, obviously. But as you always say, we go again at weekend. We have to beat Aston Villa at home. Yeah, we have to beat Aston Villa. Because if we lose to lose at Aston Villa, we get nervous. There's 6 and 7 games left. There's 21 points left. There's 21 points. We should now be saying, we'll be playing Barcelona and Real Madrid next season and Bayern Munich. And we're still not saying it, are we? We're still not saying it because we know what our team is capable of doing. And Brighton could quite easily turn us over next week over there. Quite easily. Absolutely. And it's probably thankful that we're not in the Europa League. It's probably thankful we're not in the Europa League. We're going to end up playing 61 games this season, which is a record. It's the second most games Manchester United have ever played in their history. 62 is the most. It's a lot. But to be fair tonight, it wasn't that they looked leggy or whatever. They looked fit as fiddles. They were good. They were good.
And it was the fresh players that came on second half that were the worst players.
Exactly. But no, and I think we are desperate. And I know we keep having the Kane Osherman or whatever, but I'm thinking, what does Kane fit in that team? But I know where Osherman fits in. Osherman gets you them goals, and he's running in. Osherman is going in when Wan-Bissaka and Eriksen put that ball over. because we don't have a natural goal poacher, and that's what we need. That's what, if we'd have had Cavani on the field tonight or whatever, then you're 4-0 up at half time, because he's in and around that box sniffing then goals out. We've not got strikers that sniff goals out. We don't, the scruffy goals. We're not scoring the scruffy goals. The good goals what we're scoring, but it's not quite enough. And I can see why we're fourth. You can see tonight why we are fourth, can't you? And you can see why Manchester City after last night, are going to be. But at least we can laugh at Arsenal. At least we can laugh at Arsenal. Because,
exactly.
I wouldn't be surprised if Newcastle were taking them for second place. I wouldn't.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe, you never know. That'll be something to laugh at, wouldn't it? But there you go, guys. Look, we pick up a point in North London and we move on against the weekend. As Kenny says, gotta beat Aston Villa and fingers crossed get a result against Brighton next week. We're out of there. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Peace.
Take care, all. Take care.